Heavy.
What's my bite? I hear I could this. Another bottle.
Good morning.
Morning.
It's Sunday.
Sunday.
This is our routine. We got egg bites. Theo cuts them up and he eats them while he watches his shows. What are you watching?
Right now.
What are you watching?
Add toys.
He watches kids play with toys. I got a coffee with heavy cream and I usually just read while he watches. What's going on, guys? Thought I'd give you a little bit of an update. As you've maybe noticed, if you're like an avid watcher of our channel, haven't been posting as many videos lately. A lot of things kind of going on. The first primary thing is that Mega's not feeling well. Been like a couple months on and off now. She has like bladder issues and stuff. I think it comes, she can talk more about it, but like basically since giving birth to Felix, I think is like a big part of it. So her diet's changed a lot. She's doing a bladder friendly diet, which is just like a lot of plain foods and like no seasonings and stuff. In the holidays, traveling and stuff. So like kind of in a slump right now as far as the YouTube channel goes. And biggest news of all maybe is that Michigan football is just looking incredible. I can't believe from the start of the year how the team started to what they are now. We're going to the college football playoffs, first time ever. Exciting stuff. It feels like the world is like right again because Michigan football is good. And I just went to Publix. I just got like a bunch of frozen vegetables and stuff for Mega, but I also got this like rotisserie lunch meat style chicken and then some bacon. I'm gonna make omelets for everyone. Making my omelet here, so the bacon, it's not really an omelet, it's more like a frittata, I guess. The bacon and the turkey is in there, and then I just crack the eggs in, and then lastly I'll add the cheese on top. Okay, here it is. It's 4 eggs, and it kind of like broke up in the pan. I couldn't flip it, so that's what it looks like. No points for presentation, but this is going to be my breakfast. Here's Mega.
Hello.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling better than I was yesterday, better than I was the day before. Every day I'm definitely getting a little better, I think. I've talked about this, right? So I'm diagnosed with interstitial cystitis. Inflamed bladder syndrome is a painful bladder syndrome, another name for it. You get the idea just by hearing that. It's the most horrific pain I've ever experienced in my life. And I've just been doing so much reading, too much reading. And they compared it to the pain of a cancer patient. That's how bad it is. And you really can't understand it until you feel it. And I feel like a lot of women and some men have experienced it. So let me know down below if you guys have experienced with it and how you're dealing with it, because it's something that's chronic. So chronic pain is something I'm also exploring more so now. And yeah, it's just going to be a new life I live moving forward. Yeah, we have a specialist doctor's appointment this week. Matt's coming with me. He's been very supportive. And we'll get more news this week. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's all good. And Felix is just so alert and so happy.
He's a big boy.
You want to tell us about fantasy? You want me to hold the camera, get an angle view?
It's looking good. Things are looking good.
He looks very happy. I'm watching Selling Sunset, episode 5. Phenomenal. If you guys, I watched 60 Days In, all of it. Super good.
Been watching football, playing with Theo most of the day, having some snacks, which I didn't share, but I had some peanut butter and some blueberries. And for dinner, I have this salmon defrosting and the steak, and hopefully this asparagus is still good in here. It's not. It's actually really bad looking. Okay, maybe I'll have this broccoli. What are you doing? Where are you spraying? Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Okay. Now you gotta wipe it. You need more napkins.
Your pancake.
Okay, this is mine. I have broccoli, butter. Theo's gonna share this with me. He likes broccoli and butter. He'll probably have like most of that. And then here's my steak. Here's our troublemaker. He's really getting to be a troublemaker. He doesn't listen. And then here is Mega's broccoli peas that I just microwaved from frozen. I don't know.
Here's Nemo.
And this is Grandma's. You gotta bring those up to them.
Here's Nemo.
Yeah.
I think about that.
And we have a sponsor for today's episode. It is Element. They make amazingly good tasting, really good ingredients, electrolytes. Most of them are citrusy flavors. They also have a chocolate flavor, which is really good. It has 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. I pretty much have one of these per day in my water. Really tasty stuff. A good way to get your electrolytes in. And if you use the link down below, you can get this cool sampler pack. You get 8 different flavor electrolyte mixes, individual serving pouches. Just pay for the cost of shipping, and you can try them all out, decide which flavors you like, and then reorder those. DrinkLMNT.com is the website. I'll have the link down below in the description of this video for the free sampler pack. Unfortunately, my audio cut out, so I had to do this voiceover. But Element's really good stuff. It's one of the few products that we continuously reorder. I always have them in stock. Thanks to Element for sponsoring this video. Check them out, guys. What's going on, guys? It is the next morning. I'm in the office. It's a Monday. So I did want to try this lemon habanero flavor electrolyte mix. And I also wanted to talk about New Year's resolutions, since that time is getting close. So New Year's resolutions, if you're watching this channel, some of yours probably revolve around like eating healthier, losing weight, being a healthier person, probably exercising more. I'm not really any kind of expert on New Year's resolutions. I've had my share of hits and misses, I would say, but in 2020, I probably would say I had my most successful New Year's resolution ever, which was to read 52 books. And I ended up reading 60 books. And I guess when I think back, a lot of the success I've had ever with like trying to stick to something new, it's always been if you wake up and you do it first thing in the morning. That seems to be a big help. I guess like losing weight is not really something you can do in the morning, but working out, if working out is something you want to add to your routine, then doing it first thing in the morning could definitely help. What doesn't work is waiting till later on in the day. For example, like you're trying to eat healthier and you don't have dinner plan, and it's just like you'll figure it out when the time comes. Usually that's not a good recipe for success. You want to have something planned, either prepared or like a plan in place, so that you kind of know what you're doing. So if this is like your 5th or 10th time where your New Year's resolution is like, I want to lose weight, eat healthier, something like that, here's a few tips for you. First thing I would say is you want to have like a measurable goal. So losing weight is measurable, but you're not really in direct control of the scale and like how fast you lose weight. You're in control of what you eat and how much you exercise. So I would put like your focus on one of those 2 categories, if not both, as opposed to having a New Year's resolution of like lose 50 pounds. It'd be much better if you have a New Year's resolution of like eat these certain foods every day, exercise 5 times a week, something that you have direct control over. Let me give this a try. Let's see if it's spicy. Usually habanero means really spicy, which I don't like. Mostly lemon, yeah, with like a little chili flavor. Another thing that helps me with sticking to things is you got to be really self-aware and like realize when you're not doing what you set out to do or when you're like lacking motivation a little bit. And when you start slipping up, you got to do something to remotivate yourself, because usually people will start their New Year's resolutions and then by like February or March, they pretty much stop. So certain things I do that I know will get me back aligned. When I'm not being the best version of myself, I will stay up late playing video games. When I am being a better version of myself, I will like do a sauna before bed, take a shower, get to bed early, things like that. So it's like things that you really easily have control over if you just set your mind to later on in the day that will set you up to get back on track. I listen to like motivational YouTube videos like Jim Rohn. There's like some Will Smith, Denzel Washington speeches, Matthew McConaughey speeches. Just like different motivation YouTube channels. It's kind of like 10-minute videos that are just motivating. I watch those when I know that I'm just really not in the mood to get things done. Things like that help me get back on track. And then one thing that I find really helps if your goal is like nutrition or weight loss focused is get like, before you start your New Year's resolution, get like 3 to 5 books that you want to read throughout the year on nutrition. And when you start slipping up or your motivation starts to decrease, you open the book, you start reading, and then it's really easy to get back motivated. And you're like, oh man, this really is important. Because you kind of start questioning. A big reason a lot of us slip up is like, it's just one meal. It's not that big of a deal. You got to live your life, right? You got to experience all these great foods, things like that. When you don't really have to, that's just like your weaker inner voice convincing you of stuff. So a lot of times I find reading the nutrition books along the way sort of reinforces the importance of what you're trying to do. So that's something that helps. Rob Wolf books are good. I'll put maybe like a little book list down below of good nutrition books. Another big thing, some people, this is a controversial one. Some people say don't tell anyone. I would say tell a lot of people like what your goal is. And then it'll just automatically make you more accountable. Because if you tell like 5 or 10 people, like this year is going to be my big year, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to stick to my diet, I'm going to work out more. Then when it's like May and you look the exact same and you're like eating a Snickers bar, you'll feel bad about it, which is good. You want to feel bad about not sticking to your goals. That's something I think that helps. Like a big reason I've probably been successful and stuck to the keto diet for like 6 years is a lot because I have a YouTube channel and you guys hold me accountable. So things like that definitely help. Those are probably the big 3 tips. And then obviously just like have a plan, stick to the plan, work the system. I've started living my life off of this one quote, which is work the system. Find someone's system, work the system. It's from the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which is a great like business self-help book. And he basically says, if you're not an expert on something, find someone who is an expert and just do exactly what they say. Don't try reinventing the wheel. Don't try doing anything different. Just copy 100%, work the system to a T, and you'll end up getting good results. So those, I guess, are my 4 big tips. I think those are a pretty good way to get a good start to the new year. It's only, early December right now. So probably if you really want to ensure success this year, you should start today. Don't wait till the 1st or the 2nd or whenever people start. Start today. All right, that's all I got. Hopefully that helps, guys. And comment down below if you have any questions or other videos you'd like us to make. We need some ideas. Let us know. Thanks for watching.